Jelena Ostapenko, the world number 47, becomes the lowest-ranked woman to reach the Roland-Garros final, the first unseeded woman to get to the last two here since 1983, and the youngest Grand Slam finalist since 2009, all on her 20th birthday. Hello and welcome to Live at Roland-Garros as we piece together the lineup for the 2017 French Open Women's Final. We've got action and reaction to come with the second semi-final still going on behind us on Philippe Chatrier between Simona Halep and Karolina Pliskova. We'll get an update on that very shortly, but I'm very happy to say that this evening we're coming to you live on Facebook and YouTube. I have Grand Slam champions and former world number ones, Anna Ivanovic and Kim Clijsters. And firstly, we're not going to sing, Anna, but we have to say a very happy birthday to Kim.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday. No.
Thank you.
Don't make me sing.
No, we're not going to do the singing. But thank you for spending a little bit of your birthday with us.
No, it's no problem. I think my husband has like a surprise dinner planned next week, so I'll celebrate it then.
Okay, so the celebrations are going to wait.
Yeah.
And Anna, it's so lovely to see you back at Roland-Garros. Firstly, how are you? How is life in America?
I'm very good and very excited to be back here. It's been an amazing ceremony and very emotional, to be honest. Yeah, the new life is treating me well. I'm very happy and I haven't regretted my decision. And I'm just enjoying not having schedule every day and being more free.
Can you explain to everyone what brings you back here and what the presentation was about on Philippe Chatrier?
Well, today the French Tennis Federation was very kind to do the farewell for me. And yeah, it was a very beautiful ceremony. And I got a lovely, lovely trophy, which actually is the court. So I get to keep court with me, which is more than I could imagine. So all the memories will be with me.
And there was a wonderful speech that you gave afterwards saying it will always hold such a special place in your heart. Winning the title in 2008, you became the world number one. It's something you've got a bond with Roland-Garros and Philippe Chatrier.
Yeah, definitely. And not only 2008, that was the pinnacle, but also in 2005 when I reached the quarterfinals and I had the wave playing against Amelie and Philippe Chatrier, and then 2007, the first time ever final. So there are so many beautiful memories that I didn't even have time to mention about these grounds and this court. So 2008 was definitely a special moment, and I was very lucky to share it with my family who was here, and they were here today.
Kim, it's always lovely for you to walk back through the gates of Roland-Garros.
It is, and obviously, you know, for Anna, I think when you win a Grand Slam and you get to come back, and I mean, it will always be, there will always be that perfect, like a special connection, and like she said, to be able to share it with family, you know, it's a unique moment in a career, and it's nice that they do things like that to kind of relive the moment a little bit for you.
It's nice for the fans to be able to say a thank you, Anna, and good luck for the future, and you to be out there in the middle of Philippe Chatrier.
Yeah, definitely. And also for me to share that moment with them, because at the end of the day, they supported me through the years and they gave their sleepless nights and everything to watch us play. So for me, that was always also something I wanted to do, to give back to people. So sort of not just disappear, but say thank you. I'm aware of what you've done for me and I appreciate that.
And it's nice for us to see her again, too. You know, the players.
It's true.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It must be difficult because you spend so much time seeing each other. You talked about scheduling. You're always on tour. You see each other from tournament to tournament. And then suddenly you step back for maybe having a baby or you retire, and then you don't see that person anymore. And you've seen them all the time.
Yes, that's kind of the life that we live a little bit. And you know, there's players you keep in touch with and that you have a maybe a little better connection with than some. And you know, Anna's always been a girl that I've cheered for, you know, when she was playing and always enjoyed watching, and you know, we got along well off court, and you know, besides a good tennis player, she was also a great person, and I think that's something that I admire very much about her.
Yeah, that's the same I can say about you. And like when I was just starting, Kim was always looking after me, and I played juniors with Elke, with Kim's sister, and yeah, I remember I have a picture with you in US Open, and I hardly ever had the picture with the other tennis players.
And it's been easy for you, Anna, just not to have that very regimented schedule. You've enjoyed slipping into the post-tennis life, because I know you speak to some people and they find it very hard, but you found the transition quite smooth.
Yeah, I really did, and of course, some things were a little bit challenging, and some days you are like, okay, what do I have to do today? And then you realize, well, I can just do what I want, which is strange. But yeah, I saw so many players as well. Like they feel less stressful. They're enjoying more everyday life. But it was the right decision for me that I still feel good about.
And Kim, you had that incredible career, and you went off to become a mum, and then you decided to come back, and you had this incredible success. And it's almost like that before and after career. Did they feel very different, the two sides of the career?
They did feel different. Obviously, I was a teenager when I came on tour, and so I grew up in the spotlight and going through puberty and all that stuff on in front of everybody, and kind of in my second career, it was more on my terms. You go through things, good things, not so fun things, and you learn a lot about yourself, and you learn. You learn to feel when the decision is right to come back, or what to do, and when to retire. And I think that was something that was very clear in my second career.
That's the important thing. You know when the time is right. It's not up to anybody else. It's when you feel the time is right.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you know that as a professional athlete, you have many different reasons, and everyone decides to end the career for different reason. And you need to feel it's the right time for you. Doesn't matter what age or, what time.
But I do think it helps also, she got married. Like I also had, I had my husband, I had a daughter, and it makes things like you go home and you have a life there as well. And that's what helped me a lot. It made it easier to get away from a sport I did for 15 years or so.
It is majority of your life. Incredible. I want to have a quick chat with you about the women's draw. I know you're both very busy, but I'm going to keep you here for a little bit longer. But I do want to go to Eli. Eli, you are courtside on Philippe Chatrier. We're piecing together this final on Saturday. We have Jelena Ostapenko in the final. Where are we with who she's going to be facing?
Well, Simona Halep, one set away from joining Ostapenko in the final. She's up 6-4. Score is 2-2 in the second set. There's a little breeze on court, but there's a lot of sun, and it's actually pretty hot when you're right in the sun. So the temperature has gone way up from the past 2 days, where it was winter, the day before yesterday. We're back to summer, and that's game Pliskova as we speak. 3-2 change of ends. We are on serve.
Thank you, Eli. Yeah, you're very lucky that you're both here on a sunny day, because the other evening we had rain coming in sideways and wind blowing, and it wasn't a pleasant place to be, but we know the weather can be changeable here. Now, Anna, we have to let you go very shortly, but just a word on the women's competition. It's incredible how open, and when I spoke to people before the tournament, they couldn't give me a winner. They gave me 5, 6, 7, 8 names, and when was the last time something like that happened?
Yeah, I think the women's game is very open, and it's been for a little bit. It was very hard to pick the winner. When Serena was there, it was a little bit easier. But it's great to have Jelena in the final. I think it's very exciting for her, and I can relate to what she's been going through. And to have a fresh face, it's always good. We have a great matchup today, I think, between Carolina and Simona, and it's going to be a tough one. And of course, they are the favorites, but I think never underestimate a Grand Slam final. You never know what happens.
Anything can happen. Now, Ken, we're going to talk a little bit more about this, but Anna, you have other commitments to do, and we're so grateful for you popping in. You got to see each other and have a little bit of a catch-up. And Anna, best of luck in the future. And if you're any time in this area again, we'd love to see you again.
Thank you. I'll be back.
Yeah, for sure.
Lovely to have Anna Ivanovic, the 2008 champion, here at the French Open with us live in the studio. Now, we saw at the top of the show, Jelena Ostapenko. She got her place. She booked her place. The youngest player for so long to be in this final, 47 in the world. She's in Saturday's final, and here for you is how she did it.
Jelena Ostapenko, Timea Baczynski.
I'm really happy. I love to play here. I love you guys. You're amazing. Thanks for coming and supporting me. And I'm just happy the way I celebrate my birthday.
What a way. Kim and I now joined by Nick. And Kim, what a way to celebrate her 20th birthday by booking her place in her first Grand Slam final.
It's amazing. I was already amazed after, her quarterfinals, the way she played and finished the match there. And after seeing that, I was like, yeah, I think she doesn't fear it. She doesn't fear the stage, and there's no real nerves yet. And I think the age helps sometimes, to be young and fearless and just go for your shots. And it was really nice to see. And, she played the big moments very well today. And, there's some, unforced errors here and there, but the important moments she played well.
And we were working out winners to unforced errors, Nick, because she is a player that goes for every shot.
Yes, absolutely. She hit 50 winners today. Actually, a winner on match point. And Kim, for you, you share a birthday. And now Jelena is the youngest finalist here since Kim Clijsters in 2001.
So what advice would you give her going into the final?
Just to keep going the way she's been going. Yeah. I don't think she needs... with a young girl like that, you don't need to put too much stuff in her head, and the occasion is already big, and the next couple of days, like tonight and tomorrow, it will be busy for her. It's a new life all of a sudden, and there's going to be press, a lot of media things to do, and so different type of attention than what she's used to so far, but. She has, Annabelle Medina Garrigues who helps her and who's been, on tour for a very long time and will help her to go through that experience.
Now, her family and friends had to do a little bit of press because following the conclusion of that semi-final, we sent Eli down to speak to a few of those people involved in the life of Jelena Ostapenko.
Well, first of all, I really impressed how Alona handled all the situations. She's just 20 years old, first semifinals. And she was playing like a great player, like a great tennis player. So I'm really impressed and happy for her.
Was there any moment when you were scared that she wasn't going to be able to keep the focus, that maybe the moment was too big to handle and the pressure would get the best of her?
Well, at the end of the second set, she got a little bit tired and she was a little bit like disappointed with some points, and I was a little bit not sure, but when she started the third set, very convinced, going for it for the match and trying to win, I was believing in her.
Tournament's not over yet. There's one more match, the most important one. People say a final, you play a final to win a final. What is going to be your message? How are you going to bring her into this huge moment?
Yeah. I think it's very important that she enjoy the moment, but how I always say to her, this is not over. She has to try to go for the match, of course, but how I say, she's 20 years old, she has a lot of time, so I think she has to pass the pressure to the other girls that are older and they have a better ranking than her, so she has to just enjoy, play her game, and if she play her game, she can, of course, win the match.
Congratulations. You must be very, very happy and proud.
Thank you very much.
You're proud?
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit nervous, yeah, and before I stay in hotel, and on this match I first time was on a stadium. I'm happy.
You were allowed to come today?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't regret it?
No.
Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, sure.
Now
I'm happy.
Now you're going to relax, and then Saturday you're going to be stressed again?
I think, yeah.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I come.
You're coming Saturday. Okay. Good luck to you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The mother of Jelena Ostapenko. And Kim, Jelena came up to our studios a few days ago and we were speaking about Annabelle Medina, and we said, what about your mum? She's part of your coaching team. And she said, no, I've told my mum to stay in the hotel. She's not allowed to come to the court. So we were eagerly waiting to see if she was there.
But that's a sign, like she knows what she wants, and she shows her emotions out on court as well, and that's something that I really admire about her, is that it's not like she's any different because of the stage and the moment that she's in, and that's what I really like about her, and that's why she's playing well and enjoying it, and the fans really liked, were cheering for her, and they were really behind her, so it was nice to see a fresh face.
And the facial expressions after every shot, she tells you she'd be terrible at poker because she tells you exactly how she's feeling. She does little pirouettes after shots. I mean, she's such fun to watch.
It is, but that's because she's so young, and obviously throughout, she's going to be on tour for many more years, and that will change after a while. But it's great to see somebody that young in that position again, and I really enjoyed watching the match as well.
Now the match taking place behind us between Simona Halep and Karolina Pliskova. We have the story of that match so far. And Kim, coming into this tournament, we talked about how wide open the women's draw was. It might not have been that wide open if Simona hadn't damaged her ankle in the final of Rome. She was leading Svitolina. She then rolled the ankle. She almost gave away that third set. She wasn't sure coming into this how she would feel, but she has looked so strong throughout this tournament.
She has been, and mentally she seems a little bit tougher even. She was always a fighter out there, but now, and I read some of the things that happened after Miami with Darren quitting, and it's sometimes it's important, and it's important to make a little change and a little to have a little impact on your player, and I believe that being in that situation then after Miami helped her win the match in the quarterfinal, and gives her another boost to try and go for that other Grand Slam final here.
That match against Elena Svitolina, I mean, she had to save a match point, and the thing that got us was she didn't realise that she was saving a match point.
That was crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she didn't know. She said
really?
she had to be told and pressed, but that's why I think she played so well on that point. And like Kim's saying, I also just think this is Simona's time to come into her own space, to own the moment. All eyes are on her. She really is, I think, the favorite now with who's gone in this tournament, and it's her chance to really step up.
It is, and it's hard sometimes because I've been in that situation where people expect you to win a Grand Slam, and I was #1 for a while, and I hadn't won a Grand Slam, and after a while you start to feel that pressure from the media, from fans, people. Like in Belgium, I hear, like in Romania, it's sometimes hard for her as well, and things. As much as people around you are trying to tell you, don't worry about it, just keep focusing on tennis, it does have an impact. And I do, I mean, she works hard, and she deserves a win, and she's good enough, to be a Grand Slam winner.
She says she rewards herself with a handbag. So when she does well and she wins a title, she buys a handbag.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's not a bad
I
thing.
like bags too. I had a little different thing, whether if it was like a dress that I saw or a watch or something that I liked. I didn't. It wasn't on a regular.
Was it one thing,
No.
or was it just? And would you not allow yourself to have it until you?
Yep, I didn't buy anything until the end, until my tournament was finished, and if it was a good tournament,
Oh, okay.
where I felt like,
That's
okay,
awesome.
I did a good job.
That's
So
brilliant.
we have a lot of things in common. I was talking with Simona and her family a little bit earlier this morning, and it's funny how there's a lot of similarities in us and our family life, and so it was nice to get to know kind of a little bit more about that situation.
Well, I can tell you that it looks like we're going to a decider because Karolina Pliskova broke and she's held, and she's now at 5-2. The woman says she can't play on clay, and she's been playing terribly. Who does have a chance? Both of them have a chance to be the new world #1 at the end of this tournament. So that looks like it's going into a decider. It is your birthday. We wanted to do something for your birthday, so we've got you a little cake. Nick, do you want to sing? You're going to sing?
Oh yeah, happy birthday to.
I'm
Are
just
you going to
letting
join
you know.
me?
I think you're just sounding so
I'm
good.
not singing
Happy
either.
birthday to you.
Thank
Happy
you, guys.
birthday, dear Kim Clijsters. Happy birthday to.
I didn't think he was going to sing.
You can sing. You can
No,
sing.
that was
very
terrible.
good. Thank
I
you
baked
very
that
much.
cake for you, Kim.
Okay, we've got to stop there. He did not bake that cake, but you can blow it up, make a wish.
Oh yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming
I
in.
really appreciate it. Thank
Who
you.
is going to be lifting the women's title on Saturday? It's the last thing before you go. It's still hard, isn't it?
It's
And
still
we're
hard.
down to 3, and it's still hard.
It's still hard, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not an answer.
No. I don't know if I have an answer because I have a lot of different things going through my mind, options, and
Elena Ostapenko, Simona Halep, or
Oh my
Karolina
gosh.
Pliskova.
Oh.
Who will be your 2017
This is quite the thing.
champion?
I like it.
I
Suspense.
think Simona Halep.
Simona Halep. Kim
Done.
Clijsters, it's been an absolute pleasure. Enjoy the cake. You had a little bit of singing.
Thank you.
And I
That
hope when
was
you're reunited with your
great.
family next week, you have a
Thank
lovely
you. I
birthday
will.
celebration.
Thank you
Kim.
very much. Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have Kim Clijsters in the studio, Grand Slam champion, former world #1, and now she's got a little slice of birthday cake for live at Roland-Garros. Very shortly, we're going to be hearing what Lucy Safarova and Bethany Maddox-Sands had to say when they took part in a quiz. But first up, we have an update from Chatrier with Eli.
Yep. Well, Pliskova had one set point, but Simona Halep managed to save, and she held serve. She's a breakdown, and now Pliskova up 5-3 and serving to make it one set apiece. Remember, Pliskova, awesome server, hits the ball from way up above. I think this may be going to a third set. I don't know much about tennis, but I think this is going to a third set.
Eli, thank you very much. We will be back with you. Kim's eating the cake. I think she's going to take the cake. She has taken the cake and she's left the set. So thank you very much to Kim Clijsters. Now, we mentioned that we had a little quiz for you. They are doubles partners. They're still going strong in the doubles competition. Bethany Maddox-Sands and Lucy Safarova were in the spotlight.
Who is more likely to run late? Oh, 1 for 1.
I don't even have to look. I know. We know
They both knew.
We know.
Who is messier? Who's more messy?
That's a tough one. Only because I bring more crap with me to the courts.
Yeah.
Lucy, you agree?
Yeah.
All
But it's,
right.
it's organized. I just have more stuff.
Got it. Who's more likely to sleep in?
Yeah.
3 for 3.
I do
All
love
right.
miracle mornings, though.
You do, but you like to sleep.
Yeah, true.
Lucy likes her coffee in the morning,
She
too.
does. Coffee
Yeah.
with Lucy.
Who takes longer to get ready in the morning?
Yeah, definitely. It's taping and this and that.
And because I have more stuff with me, but I got snacks, like sunscreen,
Maybe I need
anything.
to take you for coffee with Lucy in the morning and you'll be ready right away.
I'll have enough energy then.
Who indulges more in sweets?
Probably
Hey,
me.
I'm gonna put my
Lucy votes for herself. Finally, Lucy's on the board. All right,
But it's
who?
only because I have more snacks. Like, I just have.
You love a snack, I
I
guess.
just.
Snack attack. Who is the better dancer?
But that's how we should judge that.
I'm just going to give it to you.
I'm gonna give it to
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Very nice. All right, who has the better socks?
Well,
Easy. Who has the better sense of fashion?
I give you the credit.
I'm only going to say this because I've encouraged Lucy to go
did.
shopping with
Lucy's
me.
got some great pants on
I
right
know,
now. I
she's
like
actually
those.
She stepped her game up, so.
Who's the better tennis player?
Lucy beat me last time we played.
I mean, it warms
so.
your heart. Come on. Come on.
It sails, but when we're on the court,
There it is.
like this.
During the time they were having a lot of fun, you were eating Kim Clijsters' birthday cake.
I just had a taste.
Just because you sang to it doesn't mean you can eat the cake.
That singing was never again. That's it. I'm retired from singing on live TV.
You heard it, and that is confirmation.
That's it.
Now, the action continues on Philippe Chatrier because Karolina Pliskova, who got the break, consolidated, has served it out. It's taking us into a decider.
Wow. Wow. On we go. 2 semifinals. 2 3-setters. Pliskova had a slow start against Simona Halep, but really starting to dig in now. It's starting to get a little later. You think that the conditions will change, maybe get a little cooler out there on court, maybe go to Simona Halep's way, but it's Pliskova that comes back now, and we have a 1-set shootout to face Jelena Ostapenko in Saturday's final.
Incredible stuff. So we're keeping an eye on that. We've got Eli courtside should anything happen, but we've spent a little bit of time talking about the women's matches so far today, but we have to start our build-up to men's semi-final day tomorrow. A cracking lineup. 12:45 local time. Andy Murray against Stan Wawrinka, repeat of last year's semi-final. That will be followed by Dominic Thiem against Rafa Nadal. It's a rematch of their quarter-final on clay in Rome. They have only ever met on the clay, and the last time they met, Dominic Thiem came through. So to look at these two semi-finals, who better than 3-time French Open champion, an absolute legend in these parts, Gustavo Kuerten.
It's very tight. They both coming up, playing well, especially Andy. Perhaps it's his best run over the year. And Stan, it's seems like here in Paris he is able to show up with his best tennis. Last year he won the US Open. He knows how is the flavor to win the event. So I cannot see any favorite on this match. And at the same way, it's in good hands. You have guys that deserve and are capable to win the title. He's just been more and more amazing, outstanding. Dominique, he was the only one to beat Rafa during the way to the tournament. In the past match, they face each other, so it gives an extra flavor to the game. Of course, Rafa stick to the main favorite, and it was very hard to imagine that even these days he would be so much favorite and that strong as his best ages. And it is happening. It's a great challenge to Dominique. He's getting closer and closer, and I'm sure it will happen for him to win the event. But you need to pass Rafa. You have to get it going. The formula, it's very unpredictable, and has to be the game of his life to able to beat someone that won 9 times. At the same way, if you look around in Rafa prospect, imagine a guy lifting the trophy 10 opportunities. It's just unreal. So we have a real chance to this happen on 2017, and imagine what he can do in the future. It gets us crazy. I think that's what he likes about to just show people that the impossible is real possible.
It is so good to hear from Guga, and the impossible could just about become possible. It is ridiculous to think that Rafa Nadal is going for his 10th title, and it will be his 3rd La Decima of 2017, following those 10 victories in Monte Carlo and Barcelona. So we thought, as that edges ever closer, he's got a very tough test tomorrow, but the decima is still within reach this year at Roland-Garros. So we spoke to a few other legends of the game.
I never dream about someone who can reach 10 Roland-Garros during my lifetime. It's something that it's insane, you know. I could never even dream about someone who can do that, something like that. So he's a genius. For me, he's one of the sportsmen in tennis history, and as a person, as a tennis player, as at everything. So really impressive.
You know, he's done in Barcelona, the Conde de Godó, he's done Monte Carlo 10 times, you know, he's winning so many titles. It's amazing, amazing.
He's having a great results since the beginning of the year, but of course he's, you know, trying to win the Grand Slam that he likes more. Maybe he's in Roland Garros, and he has a very good relationship with this court, and it's the only thing that he has to take it to recover 100% his confidence. He needs to win the Grand Slam, so yeah, he has the chance.
Well, for me, 9, 10, this is already insane for me. I cannot even understand. So for me, it's unbelievable. 9, 10, or whatever, for me, it's unbelievable.
Nick, it's all those words. It's insane. It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
Yeah, we've lost any words to talk about Rafael Nadal at the French Open. We need to dig out our thesaurises and try to figure out exactly what we say about Rafa. But here's the thing. Dominic Thiem has the ability to beat him. He's beaten him twice on clay. They've met 6 times, all on clay. And so the impossible could be the possible. But Dominic has got to execute, and Rafa is the king of Roland-Garros.
He does have to execute. He has to try and reenact what he did in Rome in that quarterfinals. But it's worth listening to Dominic Thiem's coach Gunter Bresnik, because while a lot of people are positive about his chances against Rafa Nadal, Gunter Bresnik not so.
I would wish he would be on the other half of the draw, because I think they are the 2 best clay court players this year. And then I thought he could congratulate him on Sunday to his 10th title, so he has to go out in the semi-final.
I thought he could congratulate him on Sunday on his 10th title.
I mean, it is unbelievable to hear Dominic Thiem's coach talk that way. And he was on this set with us last week and said he didn't miss a beat when we asked him who's going to win the French Open. Rafael Nadal. But again, Dominic Thiem does have that chance. And don't doubt also that Gunter Bresnik is going to be in his ear telling him, don't forget what you did in Rome. You can do it again over 5 sets here.
Now, the action continues behind us, but let's confirm tomorrow's order of play because it is men's semi-final day. So you'll need to know who is playing when and what time the match is started. So you can plan your day around your favourite player, but you know what? All 4 might be your favourites, and then you've just got a whole day's viewing or listening. So on Philippe Chatrier, with it being the singles, 12:45 p.m. Andy Murray against Stan Wawrinka, a repeat of last year's semi-final, which Murray won on that occasion. He does edge that head-to-head, but Wawrinka edges it on clay. And then Rafa Nadal and Dominic Thiem, a 7th meeting between the two, a 7th meeting on clay, and that one is not before 3 o'clock local time. Mouth-watering match.
Absolutely. And I do have to say, Kim Clijsters left her birthday cake here, so we can have our cake and eat it too for the men's semis tomorrow.
The only reason it's got a bit taken out of it, though, was you. It wasn't Kim. So that's Kim Clijsters' birthday cake. As she left,
she left
you
it here.
Took away the plate
She said
from
I can
her.
have it. Thank
Did
you,
she?
Kim. Thank you.
Did she say you could have it?
Maybe.
Right. Okay. We're going to have to work on that one. Halep is 1-love in the deciding set. If you'd like to get the very latest on that match, then go to RolandGarros.com to find out who 20-year-old birthday girl Jelena Ostapenko will be facing in Saturday's final. Thank you very much for being with us this evening. Don't forget to use the hashtag RG17 if you'd like to get in touch with us. It doesn't stop when we come off air. Keep those messages coming in and we keep across them. We will be back. Stop eating the cake. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow on Facebook Live and YouTube for plenty more action and reaction following men's semi-finals day. But for now, thank you for being with us. Bye for now.
First of all, it's great for me to be in the semifinals again, and of course I think on Friday is coming the toughest opponent ever here in Roland-Garros. You cannot defend it all the time, so I just have to watch that I'm not giving him his favorite positions on the forehand, and it's one of the best shots I think ever in tennis, so anyway you cannot avoid it all the time, and I will concede some winners on Friday.
I even don't know how many games I lost this year, but I really don't care about this. No, I only care about them in semifinals. That's a positive event for me already. A lot of points and a lot of days enjoying the most important event of the year for me, and now remain probably the toughest part against a very tough opponent when we at semifinals.